What up, y'all? It's your boy Jay Cruz, aka known as the Audio Cat, here with another day and another video here at the shop today at AUDIOZONE, 930 North Beltline Road in Irving, Texas, bringing you guys a video content on a beautiful car that has a little bit of history because of what's going on in this market and this industry today with cars being stolen. And the sad part is we know that there's a pandemic with all of the Mopars. There's definitely a pandemic with all the GMs. Fords are becoming a pandemic, and we're seeing this every day more and more. Give you a little perspective, y'all. When you see a car out there that has an LS swap, where do you think most of those LSs come from? When you see these cars out there with Hemi swaps and HELLCAT swaps and SCATPACK swaps, or even 426 builds, really think yourself, there's a lot of people doing them legit and legally, but there's a lot of people doing them sideways, and that is what we're dealing with. And now the Coyote has been revealed as being a great engine, which I've always said has always been a great engine based on what my son did with his, being an NA build, then taking it to a turbo build, stock block. The car was amazing, and now they are being attacked as well. So we're dealing with this pandemic on these cars, and today we have a customer. I'm gonna introduce you to him. He brought me his car because he had something happen to him and he wants to avoid it from happening. So let me put you on pause. Let's introduce you to the camera today. What is your name for the camera?
I'm Scott.
His name is Scott. So tell us what happened to your, well, let's start with the first thing. How did you find us?
I found you on YouTube.
Where you're on right now.
That's it.
Isn't that pretty cool? So he found us on YouTube. Tell him what happened and what made you think about getting this done.
Someone tried to steal my Camaro St. Patty's weekend up in Dallas. A lot of damage on the car. Got that repaired. I'm going to try to do everything I can to keep it from disappearing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a scary. So what did they do to your car when they tried to take it?
They tried to pry the window. Got about 3 dents across the top of the door. Also a dent on the side of the door.
What do you think stopped them from taking it that day?
It's a standard.
That's what I'm going to tell you. Yeah, listen, guys. There is a thing that's out there, and this is very true. Most of the newer generation that are these thieves don't know how to drive a manual. They don't. And that's actually a saver because they can't drive it, they don't try to steal them. I don't think they realized that it was a manual till after they got into the process of the car, but that's what saved your car. You know what I'm saying? And in reality, I'm gonna introduce you to the car. Do you have a name for the car?
No, I don't.
Snow White is her name today, y'all. I'm gonna introduce y'all to Snow White. She is actually a very, very clean Camaro. He doesn't have nothing crazy going on the car, but when I walked out a few minutes ago, it actually caught my eye. And this goes to what I tell you guys. Sometimes the word kiss goes more than anything else. Kiss means keep it simple, and then I can add the word stupid at the end, because this car is simple. There's no great wrapping, there's no great designs, it's just simple, but the car is super clean. It's like an attention getter. Like, you know, when you go out with this car, people are looking at you because it is a beautiful car. Like, it has very minor subtle things. The wheels are still silver, but it's very clean car. He's got the little smoke on the tail lights, not too much at all, but the car is very, very clean, y'all, and that's what makes it the car that is getting the attention that it has today. I gotta give it to you, Scott. I see a lot of Camaros here, but this one looks fabulous. I don't know if it's the white color. You guys can comment below, but the car really, I actually came out a few minutes ago to help somebody for something else, and when I saw the car, it actually caught my attention because it is a gorgeous car. You did add the front lift to it. That's pretty much everything you've done. That's pretty much it. But guys, I mean, comment on the video. You cannot tell me that this car does not look like super beautifully clean. It's just simple. It's clean. It pulls your attention. I can guarantee you I could bring other cars next to it right now. In fact, I'm gonna show y'all. Look, we're here in the parking lot. Look at this other Camaro here. And I'm not gonna say that this car looked bad, but when you look at it, you can't really compare the two. It looks okay. It looks good, but it doesn't look like this. This just has a different look to it that makes it, I don't know, guys. I mean, maybe it's the white color. I can't even tell y'all, but I love the car, man. But today, we're gonna get this car. We're gonna be, let me go this way for the light for y'all. We're gonna be installing a security system in this car because, like I was telling you at the beginning of this video, it has become a pandemic. When you see all the cars with LS swap, when you see the car with Coyote swaps, when you see the car with Hemi swaps, unfortunately, the truth is most of the parts are stolen today, guys. And I don't support that. You know what I'm saying? I'm totally against that. The worst feeling you can have in the world, I know that, I guess Scott could also vouch for that, was to come outside and see that you've been vandalized, you know? For y'all that don't know the history of me, back in the early 90s, late 89s, 90s, I had my first car stolen. So I got into the audio business when I was in high school. I started doing it for my friends and stuff in school, doing the radios and all that kind of stuff, and it kind of piqued my interest. I've always been a technical guy. From there, I went and did my own first security system, my own, and I was very proud of that, and my father could testify. I actually invented my own remote start. Okay, when I'm saying invented, I took a basic security system. It was an Avatel, I forgot what model it was. It was not even a remote start unit, but when I got the concept of understanding electronics, I knew I had an accessory that had to turn on, ignition 1 had to turn on, ignition 2 had to turn on, pulsed starter, and I created my own remote start. That one bit me in my rear end because it was a Mazda MX-6 that I had in that time, and I went to my dad's garage and I parked it in front of the house. And I said, Dad, come outside, I want to show you something. And when I started to activate the channels and the remote, activating the auxiliaries and everything else, the car took off and hit the garage and ran into the garage. So that's kind of what that story was. But from there I learned pretty much everything about it. And I actually went out for a lunch break. Coming back from the lunch break, I parked down the hallway. I used to work at a place called Sound Advice in Orlando, Florida. And when I went and parked, I have my car very sensitive, which is why I tell people not to do it, because you're thinking you want to know anything that goes on with your car. But it becomes a nuisance, because if every time it's raining it goes off, then every time it goes off, you're always thinking it's a false alarm. You automatically default to disarming the vehicle. That's what I did. I disarmed the vehicle. I got fired from my job that day, Scott, because I was working on a customer's Volkswagen Passat, I think it was, or a Jetta. And when my car turned on and took off, I took off in the customer's car that I was working on to go chase my car. So we went down Colonial Drive in Orlando. There was another truck that kept on blocking me. I guess it was with them. They didn't let me get him. He got on I-4. I lost my car. It was over with. Came back to work. I lost my job too because of taking the customer's car to chase my car. I thought I had a valid point, my car being stolen, but it still didn't give me the right to take a customer's car to go chase my car. And with all that being said and done, y'all, that's when I took the security thing a little more serious, because when they found my car. What you doing, sir? We were just actually videoing your car a minute ago, sir. ¿Cómo está? ¿Todo bien?
Todo bien, bro.
¿Qué tienes, amigo?
You working?
Yeah.
Jeff?
That's me.
Gaby.
Huh?
Gaby.
Yeah, Gaby de allí, se la conozco.
Yeah.
What you need done, brother?
Necesito cómo hacer un sistema de alarma un sistema de cámaras para una troca.
Lo tenemos.
¿Cuánto más o menos sale?
Todo depende. ¿La quieres de frente a atrás? You want front and rear cameras? Or just
Para adentro.
para ver el chofer que está guiando?
No, para el personal que vaya a estar adentro.
Cuando tú estás guiando, whatever you're driving and seeing, cuando estás manejando para ver lo que está frente de ti.
No, necesito una que esté, ¿cómo se llama? Es una troca grande.
Como una box truck.
Ajá.
Okay.
Entonces ahí va a haber gente adentro.
Ajá.
Y necesito, ¿cómo se llama?
Que esté grabando de lo que está pasando, los muchachos que están guiando la troca y cómo que están portando. I got it. Algo sencillo, no tan loco, como $60 te sale una cámara. $60. De 60 van hasta 350, suben, pero 60 para grabar adentro todo lo que necesitas, $60. You come and check me out. No problem, Bobby. God bless you, man. He was inquiring about that, but as the story was going, y'all, when I got my car back, they found my car. I went to the impound, Scott. And it was the first car that I ever really fiberglassed my own audio system in the trunk of. I had some Fittipaldi wheels back in the day. For y'all that know wheels, y'all know what that is. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and the car was stripped down. They even took the headliner off the car. This was about maybe 4 months after they found my car. When I got the car back, it was obviously a total loss. They had already cashed me out before that anyway at that point in time. Maybe like 3 weeks before they found the car, they cashed me out. That marked me deeply, because the worst feeling you could have, guys, I've had my house broken into before. So being vandalized, I think, is one of the worst feelings you have. You know what I'm saying? You lose your safety, your security, to know that somebody was in your property, my home at that point, or even my car. You know what I'm saying? I took it serious, and this is what I do today. So on this video, we're going to be getting his car signed, sealed, delivered, and secured, where he will be able to enjoy his car. It's a privilege on my behalf to be able to take this car and do what we're going to do to it today. I'm not going to show you what we're doing, because I don't want the bad guys out there to see what we're doing and how we do it, but I'm going to tell y'all what we do different from everybody else. In these builds of the security system, I actually talked to him about this. Whenever you get any kind of car, if you ever owned a car with a security system, you can answer these questions. I'm gonna make this an ABC question for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Most security systems, 90 to 95% of every security system you have in a car is installed where? I'm gonna make this video with the ABCs in it. So ABC, The answer on this one going to be C. It's everybody puts them underneath the dash area. And if we know that, being owners of cars, don't you think the thief knows that when he's going to come steal your car? Yeah. So we have to do something to make it different, right? Being that this also has the function of being able to communicate with you, we're not going to disclose all this to you guys, but you're in communication with your vehicle at all times. That means that anything happens to your car, you know, that's very important. In fact, when we get done with this install now, I'm going to walk you through the features. I'm not going to show you what we're doing to the car, but I'm gonna show you when it's done what it actually does and how it secures your vehicle. So y'all can stay tuned for the rest of the video, vehicle install on the 2023 Camaro. I don't want you to laugh that I'm on a tank top, but yes, I had to get a little comfortable when I was doing this car for Leo. For Mr. Scott. But I got the beautiful baby up here in the front. I'm gonna do a couple demos with him real quick. So right now I'm gonna hit the unit arm. I'm gonna have him to pull out his phone. And then the first thing I want him to do is just go break into your car and steal it. See what happens. So pretend they cloned his key. He got this car like he normally did. This is already going off. He can't start his car. So now I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna disarm the vehicle. Now turn the car. So that's the first stage, is one of the kills. So that means that if this car is going on, or if it's armed or any kind of feature, the car is completely disabled, Scott. They can't start it, they can't program it to it. Its CAN bus is disabled, starter is disabled, PTS is, all that is disabled in this car, because you can't start the car. That's number one. Let's show you some other stuff now. Turn off the car real quick. So now the other step we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and arm it real quick. And I'm just gonna come here and let's just say, let me grab your key. So you could close the app. I wanna see something for you real quick. Just close it down, pretend you're chilling in your job. And I'm just gonna come in, let's say I came here and I wanna break into his trunk. So I come here, I'm already getting notified here. Let's see your phone. Your phone should already have an alert right there telling you, boom, alarm triggered, somebody tried to break into your trunk. While that's going on, you know you're good to go. So what that's showing you here is every door on the vehicle, front driver's door, passenger door, hood, and trunk, everything on the vehicle is completely secure. They can't do anything about it. So you got shock sensor, they try to strike the vehicle, it's covered. Glass breaker, they try to cut the glass, or even, I mean, this arm, I got the trunk open still. If they try to break a glass, you're gonna be covered. They try to cut the glass. If they got a tilt sensor, they try to lift up the vehicle in any which way possible, the car is secured. So any points of entry is covered. If they try to tow it, it's covered. Try to jack it, it's covered. Try to break the glass, it's covered. Try to cut the glass, it's covered. Do you need any more coverage?
I think I got it covered.
I think it's 100% covered, y'all. But this was already signed, sealed, delivered, man. Drone app is working. Everything was tested. I'm grateful, man. It was a privilege and honor to work, and it's a real cool dude. It's a real beautiful car. Now I know that he will be able to relax and know that his baby is secured, y'all. So I'm gonna end this video. Well, before I end it, I want him to speak. What do you want to tell the camera today?
This was the best customer service I've had in any kind of vehicle work, maintenance.
Thank you, man.
I found him on YouTube. I chose him because he came across as very confident in what he does with his work, and that's what I wanted to pay for.
Well, we are grateful that you gave us a chance to serve you today, man. It really means a lot to us on our side, but it's another one that gets secured because it is a pandemic with these cars being stolen, man. So, you know, we're grateful that we're here to serve. Want to always thank you guys for watching. Always thank you guys for the support. Y'all be good and God bless.